Hi everyone, this is Dr. Susan Hickman with the Mental Fitness Institute. This is MFit Parenting, and today's topic is covering your weakness. Now, by covering, I don't mean hide. By covering, I mean pull strength from somewhere else. A perfect unrelated example would be if your strength is not in math, if you have a weakness for math, and you don't know how to keep accurate records, you probably shouldn't do your own taxes, right? Because that is a weakness of yours. To cover your weakness in that area, you would hire an accountant. You would hire a bookkeeper. That's the kind of covering that I'm talking about. First, of course, you have to own who you are and acknowledge, be aware of what your weaknesses are. But then how do you cover them? If you own and you acknowledge and you're aware of your weaknesses and you accept them as just being part of where you are at this moment, doesn't mean you have to stay here. You accept it and leave off the judgment. Now you're in a position to cover your weakness until you're able to correct it, until you're able to do something better. In the case of someone who's not good at math, you would never want to do your own taxes. You just hire that out to a professional. I'll give you a perfect example. When my husband and I had our children, I had just come out of a very abusive and dysfunctional household. So as the kids were going through their toddlerhood, sometimes I would get so overwhelmed emotionally. But my husband and I had talked about this, and we had made the plan that when I felt overwhelmed emotionally, I could call him, and he would come home and take the children for a while. Or he would just come home and be at the house, and I would leave the house for a little while until I could gather myself back together. Because our commitment was, I don't want what I went through as a child to spill over onto my own children. That's not fair. But I can't help where I am emotionally at this moment. So I needed to cover my weakness. When I got overwhelmed, I couldn't react in the way that I wanted to. Either I wasn't interacting at all, or I would get, too upset with the kids. We did this, for a period of years, actually. And my husband literally covered my weakness until I could do what I needed to do internally to become a different person, to become the person I wanted to be, that was in my heart to be. I loved my kids. But my experience and my conditioning meant that I couldn't be with them yet who I really wanted to be. Now, this would have been made a whole lot harder if I had judged myself and felt, horrible and less than and like a stupid person or, whatever those negative things that often go through our heads during these moments. But this is how you cover your weakness. You get someone to help you while you build, so that you don't behave in a way that's damaging to yourself or to your children. A big part of the foundation of this is non-judgment. You can see the video that's related specifically to that. But learn to cover your weakness. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to be where you are right now while you work towards improving it. You've got to own who you are. Be aware of your weaknesses. Pull off the judgment. And then make an action plan to make changes. If you need help with this, if you need additional help, we'll have online classes, and there's group life coaching that is very affordable, that you can work on some of these skill deficits to get the skills you need. This is just about skill, and you can do it. You can do it. Take care. See you soon.